Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So inshallah today we'll be explaining this verse بئسما اشتروا به أنفسهم أن يكفروا until the end. Just the Arab of it. It's slightly complicated, so just explain it inshallah. So بئسما اشتروا به أنفسهم أن يكفروا بما أنزل الله بغيا أن ينزل الله من فضله على من يشاء من عباده. So before we go on, so again, remember, every single structure boils down to a few structures. جملة اسمية, جملة فعلية, فعل ناقص, فعل ماضي والذم. There's only a few structures we have in Arabic language anyways. So this structure here we have, بئس is what? فعل الذم. So فعل الذم has two marfu' nouns after it. The fa'il and the مخصوص. So in a normal example we have بئس الخلق الحسد. Yes? So what would this translate as? Hasad, yes, is a very bad character. That very bad characteristic, a very bad trait. That's all it is basically. Now, we see here, this is a very bad. So in our example, you have بئس is our فعل ذم. Now, what happens sometimes, what do we do? The Arabs, they would put, to create a bit of flavor, or to create a bit of difference and a bit of emphasis, grab your attention. What you would do is instead of just bringing a normal structure, you would bring the fa'il as a zamir inside, and that zamir is ambiguous, just on purpose, and then you bring a tamyiz of it. So instead of saying بئس الخلق الحسد, you say بئس, correct? بئس, yes? And say خلق, we say huwa, we say here huwa is a zamir mustatir inside. Okay? And then to clarify that zamir, let's keep the same color scheme. So we say here بئس is going to be in red, the فعل ذم, and the next one is going to, yeah, then we say here the huwa is inside. That's the fa'il. But then we put a noun here, بئس خلقا. This is a tamyiz to clarify what the zamir is. It basically بئس الخلق. But they change the structure just to create a bit of emphasis, to create a bit of difference, to grab your attention. We have tamyiz is like, what's ambiguous? You think a bit more. That's the style that Arabs use in this. And then you have the tamyiz. So what's happening here? بئس is the fa'il dham. The huwa is the fa'il. But because ambiguous, who's it referring to? We don't know. Then we bring this, اشتروا به أنفسهم. That becomes this ma is in the meaning of shay'an. It's tamyiz in the meaning of shay'an. And then this becomes the man'ud, and this sentence after it becomes what? The nat of the ma. Ma is nakira mawsufa. We done this in our nahu book towards the end. Remember? We have a ma in the meaning of something, and then this word is a nat of the shay'an. So far you following? So the huwa is the huwa inside zamir mustatir is what? The huwa zamir mustatir is the fa'il of the bi'sa, but because ambiguous we bring a tamyiz. And the tamyiz is shay'an. Ma is ma, but ma means shay'an. And then this becomes the nat of that nakira word. And what's left now? The makhsus. So what's the makhsus? All of this. Are you following? All of this is the makhsus. Yes? Are you following? All of this becomes the makhsus. Understood? So go back again. All this becomes the makhsus. And how do you translate this? Jealousy is a very bad character. So this green is a bad this. That's all it is. So far so good? Then, now we have to figure out what is, because obviously, أَن يَكْفُرُوا بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ is a very long sentence. So what is this structure made up of? Number one, this whole thing is a harf masdar and a sila after it becomes one slot. So you translate them about to disbelieve or disbelieving. Remember that then already in Al-Masdariyya, within the Nahu book? Al-Masdariyya is translated as what? A gerund or a noun, gerund or a infinitive. To believe, disbelieve or disbelieving. So yakfuru is fa'il fa'il. Now how is the fa'il? And bima anzalallah becomes what? To disbelieve. Disbelieve in what? Maf'ul bihi ghayr sarih. Maf'ul bihi. And baghyan, rebellion, hatred, resentment. That becomes what? Maf'ul lahu or hal, both can interact, and that's a balagha we do later on. So you can either the maf'ul lahu or hal, either will work. And then this, and what's the maf'ul bihi of the baghyan? Resenting what? resenting this. So this whole thing is maf'ul lahu or the hal, both can work. And then this becomes this until the end. What does that become? The maf'ul bihi of the baghiyan, and that becomes the maf'ul lahu. Do you understand? So they disbelieve. What do they disbelieve in? Bima anzal Allah. They disbelieve in what Allah has sent down, revealed. Why did they do that? Because of resentment. What did they resent? أن ينزل الله من فضله على من يشاء من عباده. That Allah reveals. Okay, now min fadlihi, what kind of min is this? Not from ibtida'iyya, what kind of min is this? Some. This is min. What kind of min do you call this? Tab'idiyya. Tab'idiyya. Min tab'idiyya. Are you following? It's called min tab'idiyya. Okay? So basically it's the maf'ul, it's also maf'ul bihi. أن ينزل الله فضله. Not all of his fadl, some of his fadl. So that's a maf'ul bihi meaning. And then maf'ul bihi thani, who's he revealing it to? Who's he giving it to? A maf'ul fi man yasha' min ibadi. And then man, what do you have man? It's a mawsul. It's a mawsul of ma, and man can be followed by min bayaniyya. Yes? So then we merge man min ibadi as one translation. So whichever servant he chooses. So man min ibadihi yasha, whichever servant he chooses. You got it? Yes? So that Allah reveals or sends his mercy upon whichever of his servant he worships. So they disbelieve in what Allah revealed because out of resentment or because of resenting the fact that Allah revealed or sent his mercy, i.e. wahi, etc., to whichever servant he wished. Meaning they weren't happy that the Prophet ﷺ, the Arab, Banu Ismail, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was an Arab, he became the Prophet of the Akhir Zaman. So resenting that, and Allah got, again, remember in Balagha, what's the sila? Simply he said, أَن يَغْفُرُ مَا زَلَ اللَّهِ. But Baghan shows why, the reason. And not ala Muhammad, أَن يُنَزِلَ اللَّهَ ala Muhammad, but what? Ala man, Allah is choosing and you resent that. You see how that gives more meaning? So Allah is choosing and you resent Allah's choice. But that's again Balagha issue, we've discussed that before in Balagha. So now this whole thing becomes what now? The maqsus of the ba'sa. So again, this translation, I never worked on translation that thing, but this will give you, so this translation is probably not the best translation, but a simple translation to understand what's going on. So we say here, ba'sa is a very bad thing. Right? So our translation, we can say, translate this first. So to reject what Allah, why is it to reject? Because an-mastariyah and reject. To reject what Allah has revealed. Yes? Why to reveal it? Because of resenting, I put the fact in, the fact that Allah, the fact that He grants His virtue to whoever of His servant He chooses is a very bad thing. Ba'sa. And now this ma, and then you say here, a very bad thing, because ma is also means shay'an, isn't it? A very bad thing to sell your souls for. اشتروا can be buy or to sell, in exchange for it, your soul, to sell your souls for. What does that mean? Now, instead of accepting, then they took the dunya and they left the hereafter. So they disbelieve, and then they said, we know what, we don't want this, so we just took the dunya instead, left the hereafter. So that selling your soul for this is a very bad thing. Get a translation? So, to disbelieve in what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed because you resent the fact that Allah gives His wahi to whoever He wishes is a very bad thing to give up. It's a very bad reason or a very bad transaction that you give up, you sell your soul, you sell your hereafter, you sell your akhirah, you sell your jannah in exchange for that is a very, very bad thing, very, very stupid and bad thing. Look how easy it is. Just they forgot the slots. What is each thing saying? Understood? Any question? Ibrahim? Online? Okay, subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.